out that day. Yeah, it popped up on my phone. What they said it popped up.
Yeah, we good.
It popped up on your foot?
Yeah, huh?
You got audio up.
Yeah.
Alright, come. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites, which come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures. And before we get started prophesying, we want to give our praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Hey, them honors to the apostles and elders of Great Wisdom, who teach them well. Peace and love to the elect. And with the GMS Memphis Camp, and come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, man. So we're going to get into it, and Lord willing, this lesson, this count, be edifying to the elect, man. And the Hebrew Israelites consist of the so-called Negroes, Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And also to the Israelite foreigners to be scattered across the four winds of the earth, the spirit goes back to the Israelites. That's what the Lord come back to save is his people, starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, man. 12,000 out of each tribe of the nation of Israel, man. You know, that's how we coming out here for, the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Only the elect are going to be saved, the 1/3, man. The 2/3, they're going to be cut off and down this side, man. Why? Because they refuse to come back onto their true power, which is Yahweh Shemashah, man. So we're going to get into it. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming?
Yeah, give us signs, tokens, lean up to your second coming. You know, jump to 6.
Jump to verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled.
Right, be not troubled. Because we hearing wars and rumors of wars now. The wars in the Ukraine, man. You know? Go ahead.
For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
Right, but the end is not yet, man. You see, we're hearing wars and rumors of wars. And guess what? It prophesied in the scriptures, Revelation 11:14, the third war come quickly, man. So World War III, it gotta come, it gotta happen.
Right.
Be not trouble. You can't say, get 2 Corinthians 16. Go ahead and get yours.
Come, this is Jeremiah chapter 28 and verse 8. The prophet that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Right, prophesied against many countries. Prophecy, prophesied. Meaning what? To speak before, man. That's ultimately what we're doing. It said the spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets, man. So we're telling you what? Go ahead.
It says, verse 8, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war, and of evil and of pestilence.
So that's what the prophets are prophesying, man. Of war. World War III is not. You know? Of evil. What? Jacob trouble is coming. A time like no other. You know? Of pestilence. Hey, COVID, the DVOC 19, you know, and more other pestilence, man. It just don't stop at the COVID, you know. You see, you got the H1, N1, we're talking about the swine flu, they're back on the scene. You know, the monkeypox, some more pestilence is coming, man. It don't just stop here, man. So this is what the prophets are prophesying, telling you, man, that's what's coming to this place. And ultimately here, Babylon the Great, man. Because Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by nuclear fire, man.
That's right.
Whether you believe it or not, man. So it's time to repent and come back to your true power. If you want to be delivered from these things, from the evil times we're coming into, you got to come back and serve the Lord, man. You know? That's the only way you're going to escape these things, man. Get, see next line. Go ahead.
This is 2 Esdras, chapter 16, verse 18. The beginning of sorrow.
Let's start at 17.
This is 2 Esdras, chapter 16, verse 17. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days?
This the prophet Esdras saying. Who gonna deliver me in those days? You know, evil days that we coming into, man. It's only one power gonna deliver you from those days, and that's the true power of the Bible. Yahweh Shemashah, man. Not no Jesus Christ, Not no Allah, not no Buddha, not your money, you know? Only one gonna deliver you those days is Yahweh Shemashah, man. Go ahead.
The beginning of sorrows
Right, the beginning of sorrows. Go ahead.
and great mourning.
Great morning. A lot of distress. A lot of chaos is coming. Go ahead.
The beginning of famine
The beginning of famine. And that's the time we coming into famine. We got diesel shortage, gas going up, except our income. Why is that? You gotta think about it. Why everything going up except our paycheck, except our salary? Because the elites, they crashing the economy, man.
Right.
They doing away with the dollar. And they do away with the dollar is what? The Alpha Demarcature, the mark of the beast. And yes, I'm gonna say you too. The mark of the beast, man. It's here, man.
Right.
And if anyone take the mark of the beast, you're gonna be destroyed by nuclear fire, man. Thus said the Bible, man. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. Go ahead.
and great death.
And great death. That's what coming to this place. That's what coming to Babylon the Great. Great death. It was just soon happened in Milwaukee after the playoffs, man. You see? The fucking playoffs, the basketball game. Men getting put to death over there, man. You see? How much more when famine come? Can we see famine coming? You know, the storehouses appearing on empty. You know, the food shelves. So a great death, famine is coming to this place. Go ahead.
The beginning of wars
The beginning of wars, that's the time we in. It's a time and place for everything, right? It's a time to play, get that class stage 3. You know, it's a time to play and it's a time not to play, right? So what time we in? We in a time of hate. We in a time of war. So it's the beginning of war, man. The wars and rumors of wars, man. That's the time we in. Go ahead.
and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils
The beginning of evils, man. Famine. It's a drought going on right now in the West Coast. The lakes being drying up. And what's that? Lake Mead, I believe, in the West Coast. So all this is just a shortage of it, man. Y'all was talking about that. Go ahead.
What shall I do when the evil shall come?
Wait, what the fuck are you gonna do when the evil is coming, man? If you have not came back to Yahweh Shemashah, what are you gonna do? You're gonna bug out and die. That's what you're gonna do, man. But for the elect, the wisdom and knowledge gonna be the stability of our times. Yahweh Shemashah gonna keep us stable in those times, man.
Right.
You see? What are you gonna do if you ain't not repented, man? It's time to repent, come back to Yahweh Shemashah. It said, awake to righteousness, man. You gotta awake to righteousness, man. That's how you gonna be delivered, man. Go on.
Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
And what? For correction. The Lord sent these plagues for correction, man. To bring you back onto it, man. To make you repent. Get Isaiah 1 and 3. Get that with me.
Okay. This is Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. And it reads, the ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
Right, my people do not consider. The nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native American Indians, they do not consider. The Lord compare you to two stubborn animals, man. You know, but they know their masters, not Israel. Israel still think they master Jesus, man. No, hell no, man. Ain't no power in that name Jesus, man. You see? That name Jesus is Satan. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got something? Go ahead.
This Proverbs 21 and 21. She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity?
Wait, call it, read it again.
This Proverbs chapter 1 verse 21.
Yep.
She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity?
Right, how long you simple one will you love simplicity, man? How long should it take for you to repent, man? It's time to come back onto the Lord, man. If all hell breaks loose, man. Go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
Right, and fools hate knowledge. So what is knowledge? Jump to 7 real quick.
This Proverbs 1 and 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Right, fearing the Lord. You see? Our people hate fearing the Lord because they don't know how to fear the Lord. Because that wasn't taught that, man. That was taught that the Lord's all love. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. That's why the lack of fear is here, man. You know, like I said in Habakkuk, the judgment is slack. Why don't want to grab that? Habakkuk, the first chapter. You see? Our people don't know how to fear the Lord, man. You see? We said the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Go ahead.
For fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right, but fools despise wisdom and instruction, man. The guideline, the straight commandments that were given unto us, man. You see? You got it?
Yep. This is Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore the law is slack and judgments do not go forth.
Right, righteous judgment don't go forth, man. Go ahead.
For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth.
Right, wrong judgment proceeded. So who is in rulership right now? Esau Edom. Job 9:24 tell us that, man. That the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He changed the faces of the judgment of us, man. Also Daniel 7:25. He changed the times and laws, man. So wrong judgment proceeded, man. You know, Esau set up Decepticons rights, trans, you know, the ABC community rights, and so on, man. You know? So wrong judgment proceeded, man. That's why people don't have to fear the Lord, man. Hey, guess what? We coming to a time like no other. Hey, you gonna have to fear the Lord nowadays, man. You gonna know it's a high power bringing famine, bringing distress, bringing anguish to this place, man. You know?
This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21.
Yep.
Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, which have ears and hear not. Fear ye not me, said the Lord.
Hey, this is the Lord speaking. How the hell you don't fear the Lord, man? They created everything that you see out here. You know? How you don't feel that, man? What's wrong with you niggas, man? Go ahead.
Will ye not tremble at my presence?
When you not trembling his presence, and the Lord presence is out here now, starting with his prophets, the elders, apostles, of great ministers, man. That teaches the 100% truth, man. Will you not feel the Lord, man? But guess what? When all hell break loose, when great death comes, then we gonna start feeling the Lord, man. But it gonna be too late. Go ahead.
Which have placed the sands for the bounds of the sea by a perpetual decree.
Cause you can Google that. You can Google that on right now on Google. The Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. They don't cross.
So,
You see? Come on, that's great power, man. Two waters that doesn't cross. That's a power to fear, man. Here are the waves, you know, one up the sand shores, the shores.
yep.
You got hurricanes, but don't two rivers, don't two oceans that doesn't cross. How can you not feel that power, man? That's why it's like Psalms 119 chapter. It's time for thee, O Lord, to work, man. That's what we begging the Lord to do is work, man. To kill a lot of you niggas out here, man. Israel. Get first Peter 4:17.
That it cannot pass it, and though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they prevail through the roar, yet can they not pass over it.
Right, they cannot pass over it. The Atlantic Ocean, you know, and the Pacific Ocean, I believe, man. They don't pass each other. So how can you not feel the most high? You have a small shot, man. You know, how can you not feel that power, man? But to hell with niggas scoffing, man. You can walk by here all day long and, you know, night, you know, till your face turn blue. We don't give a damn, man. You know, you can scoff all damn day till the missiles come. It doesn't matter, man. Cause we out here for salvation, man. We out here to fish for the elect. Go ahead.
This 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Shema Shah.
What's the house of the Most High? You Israelites, man. You see, you so-called Negroes, Blacks, Spanish, Latinos, Native American Indians, man. Judgment gonna begin at us, man. So you ought to get right before our hell break loose, man. You know, before his wrath kick off, man. You see, before the Lord start working, man. Look, hey, Jake love putting in work, right? So how much more the Lord, man? You see, you got Jake scoffing and shit. So, hey, fuck him, man. To hell with Jake. got some? Go ahead.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
We know the end game for them, which is what? Death. That's the end game for 2/3 of our people, man. So fuck 2/3, man. We out here for the elect. That's what we out here for, man. We get the blood off our hands, man. You got some? Go ahead. Oh yeah, get that.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, starting at 1. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted.
Y'all stop. Get 8. There's a time and purpose for everything, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Jumping down to verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
A time to love and a time to hate. What time we living in now? Is we in a time of love?
No.
No. We in a time of hatred, man. Go ahead.
A time to hate, a time of war,
A time of war.
and a time of peace.
So we in a time of peace? No. We in a time of war. Wars and rumors of wars, man. Russia and Ukraine, that's just the beginning of wars, man. You see? You're gonna be, what's that, waste wars happening and so on, man. So this time we in, we're not in a time of peace. Get Ezekiel 7:25, go out real quick.
But what it said, the scriptures, the love of many shall wax cold.
And that's the time we in, the love of minister West Coast. I believe that word cold is, what's it, psycho? Or psyche? You know?
This Ezekiel 7:25. Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
So ain't no peace coming to this earth, man. Well, what's in Matthew 10:34? You know?
It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. Think not that I come to set peace on earth.
This come out the Lord's mouth himself. Who the one ignorantly called Jesus, this is what he's saying. You know, the Christians, they say the Lord is all love. You know, this is what he's saying. If he's all love, why he not bring peace to the earth? Go ahead.
It's Matthew 10:34. Think not that I have come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
I came not to send peace, but a sword. You see? What is war? A killing instrument, man. Destruction. Bloodshed, man. That's what war is about. Bloodshed. You know? So this is what's coming to the earth. Bloodshed. Chaos, man. A time like no other, man. You know? So ain't no peace coming. Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shimi Hawashai.
What do woe mean? Woe mean death and destruction, calamities, sorrows, pains, man. That's what woe mean, man. You know? You talking about you got anxiety now? Wait. Just wait. You gonna know what anxiety feel like. You gonna know what distress feel like, sorrows feel like, man. In that day, man. Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Wait, what end is it for you, man? Which is where the prophet Address just said, who gonna deliver me in those days, man? So how much more the wicked, man? The ungodly. You see? What end is it for you, man? Go ahead.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, man. The Lord comes to send fire on the earth, man. Luke 12:49. Get it for yourself, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8:19. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him,
Yup.
or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
Meaning what? You can't escape your judgment when the judgment begins. Only way you're going to escape your judgment is you have the mark at the what? You know? Ezekiel 9:4, man. The mark at the what? The what in the Hebrew is what? Exempt from judgment. This is how you're going to escape your judgment. If you been found worthy, you have that mark, man. And only the elect is found worthy to have that mark, man. Luke 21:36. Because, hey, only the elect gonna have that mark at the what, man. You see, can you say, if you lean your hand on the wall and something beat you, man. You lean your hand on the wall, meaning what?
Comfortable.
You comfortable, man.
Yeah.
You ultimately you complacent.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you went from this tribulation, the lion, and a bear met you. So this is how the times we coming into chaos, after calamity, after calamity, after calamity, man. You see? Then when you finally escape, you decide to lean your hand on the wall. You got comfortable, man. One thing you know, a something bit your ass, man. So you cannot escape the judgment of the Lord, man. You cannot buy your way out of judgment, man. You see, you cannot buy your way out of judgment, nor can you buy your way into salvation, man. You know? Finish.
Verse 20. Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Hawashai be darkness and not light, even very dark and not brightness in it?
Exactly, man. That day is terrible, man. And we want to be found worthy in that day, man. But how can we be found worthy? By treating our bodies a living sacrifice. You see?
This Luke 21 and 26. Men's hearts fail of them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Let's get 36. It said man's heart failing up for fear. What's coming upon the earth? Horrific, terrible times. Oh, what's that? Job 18:11. Terror shall make you afraid on every side. You see? This what coming to this place, man. Hey, you people gonna be terrified, man. You know, with a baby formula shortage. You people gonna be eating your newborn child because cannibalism is coming, man. Terrible, terrific things is coming to this place, man.
Horrific.
Horrific, you know? What's it, terrific?
Yeah,
That should be
it's
gonna be terrific.
It's Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these
It
things.
say pray always, man. Watch and pray, man. Pray always, man. We gotta be begging the Lord, you know, to deliver us, man. Now, it start now. It say act now, man. You see? Asking the Lord for repentance, Baba Kashai, Salaki, Kaya, Pashaya. Please forgive me for my transgressions, you know, for my sins. Hey, you gotta be in the spirit of repenting now, man. Chanaya, Yahweh Shemashah, have mercy upon me, Yahweh Shemashah. You see? Because we want to show mercies of David, man. Read again from the top.
This is Luke 21 and 36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all of these things.
That's the key part, to be found worthy, man. You know, we will not know until we on those ships. You see, that's why it's a terrible thing to fall into the hand of living power, man. So give diligence to make your call election sure. Go ahead.
All these things that shall come to pass.
Well, all things should come to pass, the prophecy, the plagues, that slack that moment. Go ahead.
To escape all these things that come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man.
To stand before the Son of Man. You see? Okay, if you ain't standing before the Son of Man, meaning what? You falling. You destroyed, man. You see? Go ahead, you go.
I got two more, man.
Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth.
Right, when you in your prime, you know, when you strong and able in the days of thy youth. Remember the Creator, which is who? Yahweh Shemashah. Go ahead.
While the evil days come not.
Right, while the evil days come not, before the all hell break loose, before another shutdown comes. Cause we seen 2020 happen. But guess what? 2022, we here now. Yeah, Yahweh Shemashah turning up. And they people back on their bullshit, man. You know? So they forgot about the Lord. Go ahead.
Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
That's what the Lord gonna say to them, man. I have no pleasure in you. You is not found worthy. Depart from me. You walk through some iniquity, right? You see? That's what the Lord gonna say to them, man. I have no pleasure in you, man. He didn't give time to the Lord. He ain't gonna give time to you. He ain't gonna have time to save your ass. You don't have time to serve the Lord. He ain't gonna have time to save your ass, man. He ain't gonna have time to feed your ass, man. You see? Because what it say? Those that deny me, those also I would deny you. You know?
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1 in the NLT. For behold, the Lord of hosts, take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stock in the stores, the whole supply of bread and the whole supply of water.
Right. What is that? Famine, man. Got my food, famine, and water, man. What the heck is
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, does take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff of the homestay of bread and the homestay of water.
Right. So that's it. Famine. This is what coming, man. Famine. Straight chaos, man. If a nigga don't eat, he gonna get it by any means, man.
Yep.
Like, just like with dogs, man. I had a dream about a dog. This man was crazy, man. It was like my pet. I guess my pet, I would call it dog. I was trying to pacify him. Yeah. You know, I had my hand in his mouth. Okay, he was trying to bite me. I was like, hold on. Chill out. I'm gonna get some food. Yeah. But he growling, he pisses. I'm like, chill out. I got you. I'm gonna get the food. I got you. Hold on. Yeah. But he was on my ass because he was hungry. Right. Okay, I think it's you can look it up. Like dogs, they can go on the 5 days without eating. After that, it's shit by any means, man. Yep. So these wild dogs out here, your family pet dogs, they gonna turn on you. They gonna be disloyal in that day, man. Again, Ezekiel 5 and 17, I believe, man. Over there. You see? Cause that's what's coming, man. If your family pet dog ain't eating, you already ain't eating. You know? If your dog ain't eating, he gonna turn on your ass, man. Then you got Esau with these big Great Danes. Woo. They gonna turn on your ass, man. Hey, get that real quick. Ezekiel 5 and 17.
This is Ezekiel 5, verse 17. So will I send upon you famine and evil beasts.
And evil beasts? Go ahead.
And they shall, what's the word bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring a sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it.
You got that NLT? Ultimately, what the Lord is saying, right along with the famine, I'm going to bring the wild animals upon you, the lions, the bears, the wild dogs. Now I'm going to bring a sword on top of that. So it's going to be calamity after calamity, man.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I got something to back them up on that word bereave in this chapter.
All right, let me get this on real quick.
This is Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 17. So will I send against you famine and wild beasts, and they will bereave you. Pestilence and blood shall pass through you, and I will bring the sword against you.
You know who the sword is? Esau Edom. You know?
Good.
I, the Lord, have spoken.
Right, I, the Lord, has spoken it. So you're going to know it's a higher power doing these things, man. You know? They're bringing these evils, these chaos upon you, man. You see? So along with the famine, it could be wild dogs, wild animals attacking you. Because it's a zoo in almost every city here, man. It's a zoo in almost every state.
Yep.
You see? So this what's coming, man. So you starving to death, now you got one from the lion. How you gonna do that? The lion hungry and you hungry. Who gonna make it?
Got no energy to run.
It's that for you to figure it out.
If I may add a quick history point going into the scriptures, man, when Daniel got thrown in the lion's den and the Lord shut the lion's mouth, they weren't even hungry. But when it was time for them to take Daniel's place, man, they instantly got him before the door even closed.
Exactly. See?
I got bereaved in the etymology, Old Middle English. It means to deprive of, to take away by violence. So a lot of y'all pride is gonna be deprived, man. It's gonna be taken away. The reason why you can walk every day and do what you do because of the gifts of Esau, man. Yep. They say the gift destroyeth the heart. Yep. All right, that's why going back to Proverbs 1 and 22. How long will you love simplicity? How long will you be spoon-fed, man?
That's right.
I was watching Kyrie, even though he go off, he a Muslim. He said something that was real though. He said, man, y'all need to stay off of TV and shit. You know, y'all letting it tell y'all everything. Like, y'all at the point now to where y'all just like, they just serving y'all up anything, any slop, and y'all just taking it.
Let's just take it. Hey, Esau, man, gradualism. Hey, bag you up, get $7.50. You got something else,
yeah. Yeah, this is Sirach 39 and 28. There be spirits that created for vengeance, which is their fury laid on sore stripes in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made
But
them.
appease the wrath of him that made him. That what appease going to pacify, you know, to accomplish his will. And that ultimately what? The angels of Yahweh Shemashai. You know, like what's that, Second Kings?
Yup, they was
The
bidding
king.
on who's gonna do it,
Right,
man.
like King Ahab. Who should persuade him to go up?
Ahab
You see?
mean what?
Love. Ahab mean love. Niggas all for love and shit. You see? So they're gonna appease the wealth that made them, man. You see? Go ahead.
Hey, keep
Go
going.
ahead.
Verse 30.
All right, keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
30.
Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
All these were created for vengeance, man. Vengeance on who? Yahweh Shemashai, man.
Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts
Teeth of wild beasts
and scorpions,
and scorpions,
serpents,
serpents,
and the swords punishing the wicked to destruction.
destruction, man. Now jump to Sirach, the 40th chapter, where it say all these are created for the wicked, to the ungodly, I believe.
40 and
I want to say 14.
so while he opened his hand.
Nine. Read 9.
9.
Yeah, 49.
This is Sirach 40 and 9. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword,
Yup.
calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked.
Why
and
these things are created for the wicked? All the wicked, what is it? Amos 9 and what's that, 10?
Yup.
All the sinners of my people should die by the sword. You see? So these are created for you, all the sinners of the Lord people. Remember, we brought out judgment must begin in the house of the Most High. So these are created for you. All the wicked of his people, all the sinners of Yahweh Shemashai people, the Israelites, man, that have refused to come back to Yahweh Shemashai. This is for you, man. Death and bloodshed, calamity. You know? It says scourge and correction. You see? Go ahead.
Verse 10, these things are created for the wicked, and for their sake came the flood.
And for your sake came the flood. Meaning what? The first death. And guess what? We're in the time of the second death now, man. So we hearing the wars and rumors of wars. We seen the gas prices going up. Lord, like, sit your ass down somewhere, man. Jay still ain't sitting down. He's still turning up in his folly, man. You know? Go ahead, Tamani.
It's the second address, chapter 7, verse 20.
Yep.
For there be many that perish in this life.
Like there be many that perish in this life. Perish means what? To die. To die. Death. You see? No, man, what you say, vanish? Right, to disappear, man. To be taken off the earth. There be many that perish in this life, right? In this lifetime now, go ahead.
Because they despise the law of the Most High.
Right, that despise the law of the Most High. In Proverbs 13:13 say, those that despise the word shall be destroyed. Right. And that ultimately what you see, Jake despising the word, man. You know? They hate correction, go ahead.
That is set before them.
Right, that is set before them, go ahead. You go.
For the Most High has given straight commandments.
Right, straight commandments. Straight to the point commandments, which is what? Life and death. Go ahead.
To such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, what would they should observe to avoid punishment.
Right. What should they do to avoid punishment, to avoid the second death ultimately, man? How to be saved ultimately, man. You know, but Jake doesn't care. You know, Jake worried about the playoff game and so on, man. So ain't no more job and win. What you niggas gonna do now? You know? It's time to come back to Yahweh Shemashai, man. Everything is born here, man. Yep. Everything drying up, right along with the waters and shit. You know? So it's time to come back unto righteousness, man.
The second Edges 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right, read it again, that's like
This second Edges 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world.
They say light of time, meaning what? The end of days. They say knowing this in the last days, perilous times to come. So great miseries, man. Shit, we don't have to look at miseries. You can look up for yourself, man. Go ahead.
Because they have walked in great pride.
Because that's what America pushes, pride, man. You know, just pride. A lot of prideful people. Go ahead. Because they have walked in great pride, man. You know? Go ahead.
Come. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
But how can you measure the time diligently in itself? By watching the prophecy, man. It said Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, if the English is speaking not lie. So what's speaking? The prophecy is speaking. That's how you measure the time in itself. Seeing what's coming to pass. The Almighty microchip, hey, come, that's the spirit of war.
Then he looked
It's right
back.
in us, man.
God love you, man.
So that's the spirit, man. That's how you measure the time diligent in itself. And watching the prophecy, man. The Almighty microchip is here. You know, wars and rumors of wars, upwars of the people happening. You know, famine. You know, and more plagues, more pestilence.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Finishing off verse 1. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And which the Lord is doing that. This the one which is made. Hey, it was keep going on that. I'm gonna get to it.
Verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
In the word. Is we not seeing that now?
Yes.
You know, we had the yellow vest movement and shit. You know, hey, uproars of the people. You know?
Taking the C-19 shot,
Yeah,
uproars.
See? The uproars of the people about the, which is going off the, what's that, the abortions and shit.
Yeah.
And they got people making that don't say basically gay bill.
Gay
Yeah.
bill, don't say the word gay.
Yeah.
Uproars of the people. But it said what? Diverse earthquakes in diverse places. You can down out the earthquake camp. It's an earthquake almost happening every day. And guess what? What's that, Friday, yesterday? They said earthquake gonna hit Memphis sometime in
June.
July. What, June or July? June.
You
see?
2022.
Yeah, 2022. And like our brother Columbia just said, Memphis run a new major fault line, man.
Yeah.
You see? But
Yep.
guess what? Lord willing, we delivered from that, man. You see, we want this shit to happen. We want chaos. We want buildings to fall. You know, we want the economic to fall.
That's right.
You know, we want to see your people smile turn upside down. Ultimately, man.
Right.
That's a prime example right there, man. Dimples showing. We want to see room. We don't want to see no dimples in that day, man. You know, we want to see frowns, man.
Right.
You know. Listen on that.
Well, you can get that quick real quick.
Go ahead.
It's Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which
Hey,
they
stop right there. It said, therefore said the Lord,
Come on now.
I will bring evil upon them. So these are not our words. We ain't making this up. You see?
What it say?
We telling what the Lord said. The Lord said, give them warning from me. You see, this is what the Bible say, man. Whether you believe in the Bible or not, you say it's a white man book or not. You know, which we know is ain't the white man book, because the white man, Esau Edom is condemned.
Yep.
Esau Edom going to slavery, man.
Right.
Fucking shaming Esau, man.
Jeremiah 11:11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
So they're not going to escape this evil. But we just read, now we ain't read it yet, but 2 Ezra 9:7, you know, those that shall be able to escape by their works, by their faith. But the Lord said they're not going to be escaped this evil. Why? Because they don't have the works. And they don't have the faith. Because by my works is by my faith, right? Roughly paraphrasing, James. So you got to have both. And guess what? 2/3, they don't have both. They only have one. You see? You see? Go ahead.
And although they cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
In the time of their trouble, in the time of their afflictions, man. Lord said your gods ain't gonna save you, man. But why? Your gods is no gods, man. Your Benz, your Bugattis, that ain't gonna save you, man. Your money and your wealth ain't gonna save you. Your Jesus Christ, your Allah, your Jordans,
Your wife.
your wife,
Man.
you know, my flesh, my blood, your mother, your mama ain't gonna save you, man. You see? Read 14, man.
I got you, bro.
No, keep going, 14.
13.
Keep going.
Alright. It's Jeremiah 11 and 13. For according to the number of thy cities where thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem, have ye set up altars to this shameful thing.
To that shameful thing, to your pagan gods. And guess what? It's a church on every block here, man. So the Lord said, according to your, read that again?
According to the number of the streets of Jerusalem, have ye set up altars to that shameful thing.
To that shameful thing. Jesus, man. It's a church on every block, on every street, man. You know?
It's a shameful thing.
Many pagan gods is the streets, so is our people, man. Okay, it's a people for a place. You know?
Even altars to burn incense unto Baal.
Right, to pray to Jesus, you know? Pray to saints, to do witchcraft, voodoo. Go ahead.
Therefore pray not thou for this people.
So the Lord telling us, don't pray for y'all niggas, man. Don't pray for the nigga woman, man. Don't pray for the Latina woman.
Yep.
Don't pray for the Native American woman.
Yep.
You see? Don't pray for these niggas, man. This is what the Lord is commanding us to do, man. But guess what? Even if we do pray for them, what the Lord say? Go ahead.
Neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry to me
So
for
even
their
if
trouble.
we do pray for you, the Lord said He's not gonna hear you anyway, man. What does it look like me praying for you, man?
Jack me up.
Lord, hey, Lord may jack me up, man. You see, Lord may bring the punishment upon me just for praying for you, man. I don't want that. I don't know what judgment the Lord have in store for you. You see, He may have you jump off the building, a 30 tower building, just have you live.
Yep.
You know, you still alive in that body, man. That's hell.
Yep.
That's the definition of hell condition. You see, I don't want that judgment. When I'm paralyzed from the neck down and I'm still alive, I would be dead in the spirit world, man.
Yep.
You see? So the Lord said, pray not for these people, man. You starving in death, you commit cannibalism. You niggas already eat pork. You know? What's the difference?
I got something for you.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 8 and 12. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination?
Hell no. That's the question. These people ain't ashamed for worshiping Allah and Jesus. They're still not ashamed. We in 2022, our people don't know who that power is, man. They still don't know the true name of the Most High according to the Bible, man.
Right.
You know?
If I may add, man, they not even ashamed. Like, you got Jakes, man, like that. Be tough dudes like that, man. Be sleeping with ABCs, man.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't have no shame in their game. You know, they'll just walk out like, yeah, I did it, you know? Kind of like when somebody murders somebody in the street, or if somebody robs somebody, or, man, one day, man, look, a woman, she went to work, and she was an elderly woman, man. Jake don't even have respect for elderly no more. Jake, man, wickedness had polluted the whole earth.
That's why. Love
And then
West Coast.
he offered her a smoke, some weed, man. He said, hey, man, you wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, you acknowledging that she an elderly, but you giving the blunt, man, you wicked, man. And that's why, man, is you ashamed for doing what you do? No.
Jake not ashamed. So the Lord not gonna be ashamed to save your ass in that day, man. You see? The Lord say, if you ashamed of me, I'm be ashamed of you. It's an eye for an eye, man.
Hey, what your parents say? Don't cry now. You wanna cry? You were doing the shit.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, don't cry. Hey, like my mom told me, you only cry because you got caught. That's it. You see? That's it on there.
Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush.
Neither could they blush. When you blushing with them, you shame, you shy. Shit, Jake ain't shy out here committing wickedness. Especially rappers. Man, I just fuck his whoop the whoop. You know? Make a song about it. So Jake not ashamed committing wickedness, man. So Lord not gonna be ashamed of you, man. You know?
Therefore should they fall among them that fall, and in the time of their visitation they should be cast down, said the Lord, and I will surely consume them, said the Lord. There should be no grapes on the vine, no figs on the fig tree, and the leaves shall fade, and the thing that I have given them shall pass away from them.
Wait, so ain't no food out there, no figs on the fig tree? And it said, thus said the Lord gonna consume you. Go ahead.
And why do we sit still? Assemble yourselves and let us enter into the defense cities, and let us be silent there. For the Lord our power hath put us to silence and given us water of gall to drink, because we have sinned against the Lord. We looked for peace, but no good came, for a time of help, and behold, trouble.
Behold, trouble. Jacob trouble. We look for peace, but what came? Trouble. Hey, what's Jeremiah 8? What was that?
Jeremiah 8:15.
Chapter 22, I believe, or 20. What it say? The harvest passed.
I got you.
You got it. Yep.
This is Jeremiah 8:20.
8 and 20.
The harvest is past.
Yep.
The summer is ended.
Yep.
We are not saved.
We are not saved. We coming to summer. The harvest passed, winter passed, spring passed. We damn here in the summer already. And guess what? We not saved. All the seasons around the world, we still not saved. We yet this day in captivity.
Come on, man.
You see? So Lord, and we not saved, man. Cause what is saved? What is the definition of saved? To prevent the death of.
Yeah.
So why the hell Christian talking about he already saved? I've been baptized, I'm saved in the name of Jesus. Hey, the name of Jesus, you're gonna have to call on that nigga to save you, man.
Hey, Jesus is not gonna be on the main line, man.
Yeah, you can't call him when you want.
That's just doo-doo-doo-doo. That's how it's gonna be, man.
Sorry, I have to put you on hold.
Ain't no hole, it's just
Ringtone.
ain't no ringtone, it's just
Number
blank.
has been disconnected.
It's just bing, 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 bing. That's when you call on Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Nothing, no connection at all, man. So we are not saved, man. And guess what? Sleeping Joe ain't saving you. The so-called Democrats, you that voted for him, he ain't saving you, man. You know? So it's over with, man.
This is Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 12. The word of the Lord came again to me.
It said the word of the Lord again came to me saying, this thus said the Lord, thus said the Bible, man. We ain't making this stuff up, man. We ain't coming out of our own pockets, our own heads when we tell you famine chaos is coming, man. We coming straight out the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Son of man, when the land sinned against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it.
Right then I stretch out my hand upon it. Meaning I'm about to walk upon it, man. I'm about to judge it. Go ahead.
And will break the staff of the bread thereof.
Which we seeing, famine. Famine, man. Famine's coming. Why don't you people realize that, man? If it's done with baby food, how much more of you niggas, man? Ain't gonna be no more hot Cheetos and pickles in that day, man. Go ahead.
It will send famine upon it. It will cut off man and beast from it.
Right, man and beast, because the animals, they gonna be hungry. And shit, the animal hungry, shit. Woo. Like, it's always, they gonna eat too. By any means. Your ass. You know? Go ahead.
Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job were in it, they should deliver but their own souls, but the righteous, said the Lord power. If I call...
Hey, the same thing with us. They said, boy, got your own salvation with fear and trembling, man. So, hey, what is it? Daniel, Noah, and Job, they were righteous, man. They delivered themselves from their whole household, man. You see, they in it, but guess what? They were saved from it, though. Why? Because they believed they had the faith in Yahweh Shemashah. You know? Go ahead.
Let me jump down to the
Keep going. Let's keep going now.
If I cause a noisome beast to pass through the land, and they spoil it, so that it be desolated, that no man pass through because of the beast, though these three men were in it, as I live, said the Lord God, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter, they only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolated.
But the land shall be desolate. And this what come to America. Great desolation, man. No thermonuclear fighting, man.
Joel 2.
You know, Joel 2, Joel 3, you know, 3rd chapter, you know? Go ahead, I'll get you over real quick.
Cause so this is jumping it back at 2nd Ezra 9, picking up at verse 4. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
But then you're going to understand that a prophet have been among you when all these hell break loose. When the prophecy is starting to manifest, man. Then you're going to understand that, hey, man, they wasn't lying. It's a famine of food, famine of water. The most important famine is what? Here in the wars of Yahweh Shemashah. Then you're going to understand that day. The sword coming down with great wealth. Because he know he had but a short time. You see, then you gonna understand, man.
Know after death by pain.
You gonna know after death by pain.
When your light flash before your eyes, that's when Jake always get it, man. Jake don't never get it until like it's closer upon him. You know, like a knockout. You know, he be like Jake be talking, yeah, I'm this, man. Then bloop, he gone. You know, he ain't see it coming.
He out of there.
He out of there.
Yep.
Days that were before thee, even from the beginning, for like as that is made, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end.
Everything have a beginning and an end to it. Except the house shot kingdom. You know? They said Jacob is the beginning of the world. But Esau is the end of what, man? You see? But hey, we come to the time of Esau, the end of Esau, man.
Right.
You know? You read that part of it?
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Why the end is manifesting right before your eyes, man? Because why? Because the prophet is speaking into existence, man.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
It's signs. It said make it plain upon tables, man. Isaiah 46:10, declaring the end from the beginning. You see? So the end is manifested before your eyes, man. You know, it's a diesel shortage,
Oh yeah.
baby formula shortage. You know? If there ain't no diesel shortage, and if the truck drivers stop moving, and the spirit's a diesel truck right now, and them niggas stop running, ain't no food.
Yep. Food shortage.
You know, 'cause these diesel trucks, they carry almost everything. No medical supplies, food, water, all these things, man.
They import and export.
You see? So these niggas stop running, how you gonna eat?
Ah, look, that's the spirit. We
Keep America moving. Get that.
Hey, the trucks keep America going, man. It's like the brother said, man, for truck, man, one truck can stop and it'll tear down the business. You heard about business get shut down less than a week, man.
Yeah, 'cause it's all about timing. Your package is late. You mad about this? How much more with these truck drivers? They gotta keep going. So diesel, hey, it is an all-time high, man. You know? So, hey, put this on the Lord about to crash the economy, man. For to have Jack sit their ass down somewhere, man. With no food, with no water, with no games, no internet, no PlayStation, you know, no nothing, man. You just sit your ass down in the corner. You in timeout for real, goddammit. You see? This is what the Lord's bringing to this place, man. You see, but for us, we gonna be rejoicing. Hey, all praise to Yahweh Shemashah. We gonna be saying the water Yahweh Shemashah. When niggas smile turn upside down, we gonna be, hey, what's wrong with you? We already know what's wrong with it. We just asking them for the fun of it, man. But why can they market us?
Mocking us, yeah.
We gonna market you. Why you upset? What happened? What's going on? I think they don't know what's going on. We gonna be, we don't know what's going on there. Then. We gonna have to say, you see? That's how we gonna be. You know? What you eating today? Go ahead,
I got something for you. This 2nd Ezra 15, verse 16. I'm gonna start at 15, well 14. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
He said to the world, to the planet, man, to the global, man. From the East Coast, the Western Hemisphere, to the Eastern Hemisphere, man. Woe to the world, man. Not just Babylon the Great, America. You see?
Paris,
London,
Spain.
Paris, Spain, China, Russia, Ukraine, everywhere. Middle East. Everybody gonna get it, man. Jeremiah 28:8. Go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction drive not.
Right, for the sword and the destruction drawing nigh. It's near, goddammit. It's hastening greatly, man. Just like the day of the Lord, man. Yahweh Shai is on his way back. That's what you people fail to realize, man. Go ahead.
One people should stand up and fight against another, and swords in their
Right,
hands.
swords in their hand. The modern day gun and the sword, and ultimately what? The ICBM nuclear missiles, man. Go ahead.
For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another.
Right, civil unrest, home invasions. This is what coming to the planet Earth, man. Great chaos, great confusion, man. Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, in their hands for a short period of time, man. You see? Now you ain't gonna be worrying about the government, stay indoors, don't go out. What the whoop, man, you hungry, you gonna go out there and get it, man. You gonna go out there and hustle for it. You know? Go ahead.
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Right, man should desire to go to the city should not be able. Meaning what? Military checkpoints, man. You
But-
see? No, we don't want no M&M. We want salvation.
That's right.
You know?
Second,
What's that, Vegas? Go ahead, huh? See, little niggas, GMO babies, they don't know what the hell going on. This generation is finished, man. They don't, hey, what call that black say, I don't believe in Jesus? Ain't no hope for him, man. You know, you don't believe in shit. You just out here lost, man. You lost in the sauce.
we reading about them.
Yeah.
This second Ezra 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
I'm pretty sure his name Lil DJ, TK. You know?
Yeah.
Those niggas, Duke Deuce, you know? Don't look GMO babies, they finished, man. They don't believe in shit but they self. They don't believe in themselves, they just here. They said let the multitude perish that were born in vain, man. To hell with these GMO babies, man. They finished, man. They lost, man. You know? Go ahead.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
What, destroy their house with the sword is what the modern day gun. Why? Because of the lack of food. You know? Go ahead.
And spoil their goods, and because of the lack of bread.
Right, because of the lack of bread. Hey, bread going up, man. It ain't just the gas prices going up, it's food going up, everything going up. Except our income. Your salary ain't going up. Gas prices, everything, the cost of living is going up except your paycheck. You can't afford it. So how you gonna get it? By taking it. By robbing. Committing murder. That's how you gonna get it, man. For a short period of time. The love of many shall wax cold.
Yep.
Iniquity shall abound.
Yep.
You see?
And because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation.
Great tribulation. And that's what the Lord said. Great tribulation. It's coming, man. A time like no other is coming. If you know a time like none other is coming, how should you prepare yourself? By taking heed to the word. You see, get Acts 16, start at 30, we're going to end it. You got something quick?
This is Lamentation, chapter 4, verse 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for wants of fruits of the field.
Right, the fruits of the field. Why? Because of the lack of food. You pile away, you consume in it, man. And those that be, slain with the sword, better than they is to die of hunger. Because you dying of hunger, meaning what? You dying of starvation. It's a slow death. So it's better for you to die by the sword than to die of starvation, man. And now you're going to be consumed away in it. You're going to pile away in it, man. You know? You got Acts 16 and 30.
This is Acts chapter 16 and verse 30. And brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved?
Right, what must I do to be saved? Because it went on, I want to say the apostles were singing. There was a great earthquake that opened the prison houses, you know?
And it was that guard.
Yeah, the guard came in trembling. Okay, he saw everybody there. Like, damn, let's stay here.
Yeah, he was scared.
Yeah, he was about to kill himself.
And this, hey, if I may add, that's the Romans, that's their law. Like if a prisoner leave your hands,
Yeah,
hey, you gonna die.
Yeah.
You basically gonna die, you know, because you should never left your hands. So because they still, that's why Paul was like, don't do that, we still here. You know, and I want you to go tell them that we still here. Man, that was beautiful, man.
gonna get there. We're gonna get the whole count. We're gonna end it. Go ahead.
Come, this is Acts chapter 16, starting at 25. And at midnight, Paul and Silas prayed and sang praises unto the Most High, and the prisoners heard them.
Go ahead.
And suddenly there was a great earthquake,
Yep.
so that the foundation of the prison were shaken, and immediately all the doors were open.
Right, because praying and praising the Lord, the doors are open. Remember, what's that? Revelation 2:10. You know, fear not, be faithful unto death. Hey, Lord can deliver us, man. You gotta have faith and believe in that, man. So hell with Esau locking us up in concentration camps and so on, man. Have faith in Yahweh Shemashah, man. He created everything that you see. He controlled the minds of these people, man. So why should we be afraid of these niggas? A nigga like him, why should we be afraid of him? You know, military troops, man. The Lord control everything that you see. Why should we be afraid of them, man? You see? He control good, he control evil. Why should we be afraid of these people?
Right.
All we gotta do is call upon Yahweh Shemashah, he gonna deliver us. You know? You see, so they were praying at midnight. It was a great earthquake and the doors were open. Go ahead.
And everyone's bands were loose.
They were free. Don't got no handcuffs on, they free. They can walk.
Nobody took it
Hey,
out.
they can walk out the cage just like that, man. You know? Go ahead.
And the keeper of the prison, a waking out of his sleep,
Wait, an officer, a guard, go ahead.
and seeing the prison door open,
Yep.
and he drew out his sword and would have killed himself.
Right, well, he killed himself because he thought all the prisoners escaped because of the great earthquake. But go ahead.
Supposing that the prisoners had been fled.
Right, they escaped, they fled, you know, they ran away. You know, go ahead.
But Paul cried with a loud voice, saying, Do thyself no harm,
Right, do not yourself no harm. Don't kill yourself.
for we are all here.
Right, we still here. Don't kill yourself, man. You know? Don't
The-
lose your head.
Use your head.
Right?
Use your head, man. Go ahead.
Then he called for a light and sprang in and came trembling.
Right, he called for a light. Hey, ultimately, what's that light? The word ultimately, man. What is that was my shot? He said the entrance of the word giving me light. Your words are level to my feet. So he called for the light. So he had the light now. Because the prison gates open. You know, it's wide open. Any prisoner could have left, but they still there. You know, so it was a great upgrade happened, man. By praying and singing praise to Yahweh Shemashah. You see? Go ahead.
And came trembling and fell down before Paul and Silas.
Wait, he came down before Paul, the Apostle Paul and Silas. You know, after the way, he humbled himself. Go ahead.
And brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved?
What must I do to be saved, man? You see? How can I receive salvation? That's the mindset you should be in. What can I do to be saved? What can I do to be delivered from sin? What can I do to be delivered from famine, chaos, home invasions, robberies, women getting raped to death? You women, how can I do to be saved? You see? Go ahead.
And brought them out and said, Sirs, what must I do to be saved? And they said, Believe on the Lord Yahweh.
Believe on the Lord. Believe on to what? Faith. But our people don't have faith. So they're not going to enter to the promised land this time of going around, man. In this time frame, man. They're going to be cut off and die. Zechariah 13:8, according to prophecy, man. They say all the unfaithful should die by their unfaithfulness, man. But the Apostle Paul said what? Believe.
Yep.
By my faith, by my works. Believe, man. You have faith, it's a mustard seed. You can move mountains, man. And guess what? We had that faith. Because why? The governors, at least, they shaking, man. They in straits. You know? That's why we getting strikes in our platforms and so on, man. Go ahead.
In verse 31 of Acts chapter 16, and they said, Believe on the Lord Yahweh Mashiach, and thou shalt be saved in thy house.
In thy house, your family, your newborn, your child, your children, you know, your babies. Come on, man. If you want your kids to be delivered, you gotta believe and do the work, man. You see?
If I may add, I think in Joel said, who will abide in that day, man? So like we've been going into, we gotta have that faith, we gotta have that works, we gotta show that, man, we are ambassadors of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that we ready to put our life on the line for this truth unto death.
Yep. So, hey, If you believe in Yahweh Shemashah, he gonna protect you and yours, man, your kids, man. You know? Because that's what you want, salvation, man. So, hey, Lord, whether you was edified, once again, we'll give our praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach you well. Peace and love to the elect. With that, shalom.
Shalom.
Mashallah.
Kwam Yasharallah.
Abba.
Abba.